Same for ES, for example. We also have the fair value area right there. I would like to see if we can push higher from a 4-hour, a 1-hour fair value right there on that Monday as well to continue higher, or Tuesday, to continue higher towards that fair value area high right there. That to me looks quite interesting. Now, once that happens, then for example, ES and NASDAQ right here, what are they very close towards? An all-time high. What is all this? This is all build up liquidity right there that we could be targeting right here. And I say could be, because nothing is guaranteed, that we could be targeting to target that all-time high afterwards right there again. That to me is very interesting. And if that does happen again, we do start respecting those fair value gaps here. That is very interesting and a very clear bias. And when there's a very clear bias in the market, I believe we should try our best to at least profit from it as well. Let's take a look at NASDAQ right here. Very similar, but NASDAQ we see is a little bit weaker. How do we know it's weaker? Because the rejections from these resistance areas right here are stronger, simply said. So what we have right there is NASDAQ can also continue higher, but I would prefer ES at this moment in time if we were to look at longs on the indices as well. YM also looks quite interesting. We do reach into, I believe, a weekly fair value gap right there. Not necessarily expecting lower prices from it, but it is a resistance area again. So keep that in mind that we might struggle a little bit right there. DAX at an all-time high, not that interesting to me. At least not for new positions. So if we take a look, so what is the objective? If the dollar clears up, then ideally we would like to trade some of the majors. So AU, EU, the ones we are seeing there, GU, New Zealand dollar, US dollar, etc., etc. Then the objective is to find, among the majors, to find the best opportunity. And what is the best opportunity? Very simply said, well, which one is the strongest or which one is the weakest? So if we're looking at longs, we want to find the strongest one. If we are looking at shorts, we want to find the weakest one. And that's going to most likely be the best opportunity.